We're going to open this 1990 Topps football. I ran across this pack, the cello pack, sold for 99 cents back in 1990. It was in a collection that I recently bought. This pack was thrown in the box of cards that we bought, and I started looking at it, and I can sell it on eBay right now. Somebody's selling a pack for 350 plus $5 shipping. And I thought, well, why not just open it? So I want to do some quick research here and see what are the possible pulls in this particular cello pack, what I might be looking for. I don't know a lot about this era. Honestly, if football was not into it at the time. So I'm just going to do a search real quick on eBay. And this is what I usually do when I'm trying to find out what's worth pulling. Maybe if I'm looking to break a set, open a pack, break a small box set. This is the search that I'll do. So I just typed in 1990 Topps football PSA 9, and then I'm going to search from highest to lowest just to see what cards are possibly in this pack. And we'll open it here just in a second to see what we pull. But first, I want to see what I'm looking for. So, looks like Troy Aikman's rookie's in there. That's good. Uh, $449. Not getting that's not a football card. Um, Emmett Smith. Oh, that's in the traded set, which would not be in here, I don't think. That's a Tiffany, so that doesn't apply. That's an autograph, so that doesn't apply. Then we've got Deion Sanders for 149, recently sold at a buy it now. That's his rookie cards in here. That looks good. Barry Sanders. No, that's a Tiffany. That's a Tiffany. That's a Tiffany. So we got Dion, Troy Aikman, um, Junior Seau. Junior didn't sell, but somebody was asking for 116, so that's tells me that's probably a card in this hopefully 75 to $100 range. Another Barry Sanders. Who's this? Derek Thomas rookie. Let me just look at completed sold. Completed sold. So we've got Troy Aikman, Dion, Joe Montana, $99. Um, let's score. Score update. Topps Tiffany. They don't give you a very good search, that's for sure. It's not very clean. That's Tiffany. Jerry Rice, $78. Okay. Jerry Rice. There's Junior for 61. I'm just curious what would sell for $50 plus. So Aikman. There's Bo Jackson. That's Tiffany. But that would tell me that his raw regular Bo Jackson is in here as well. Who's this? Testaverde. Wow. That was a bust. Okay, not a lot. So you got Joe Montana. I do want to check and see what the Bo Jackson card sells for in this set. But you got Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Troy Aikman, 3 or 4 cards. Junior Seau. Deion Sanders. So I might get lucky. There's 4 or 5 cards here that would sell for $50 plus if graded. We're going to open it just in a second. We'll figure it out, but I do want to do this. I'm just curious what the bow would sell for. Just the regular, we saw the Tiffany's. There we go. That's not bad at all. No, it's Tiffany. Tiffany. I don't want the Tiffany. There we go. Bow's about $25, $26.99. So bow's $25. So if I got a head of Bo Jackson in here, and it cost me $20 to have it graded, and I sold it for $26.99, that's what, $6.99 profit. Or I could just sell the pack by itself for $3.50. That's a gamble I'm going to take. Maybe I'll get lucky and hit a Troy Aikman or some of the other higher price cards that we saw here. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. We'll just have to take a look and see what happens. And let's open the pack. Okay, guys, we're going to open this 1990 football, and let's hope for somebody good. We'll just see. Okay. Andre Stewart. Troy Aikman.
Wow.
That is the card. That's the card of the set. I cannot believe that. My gracious.
How long has that been sitting in your collection since you didn't open this box?
Oh my gosh, it looks good. I cannot believe that. That's a $400 card. I just, I cannot believe the second card is that's the card of this entire 1990 set. I cannot believe that. Oh, gracious. I didn't even have any sleeves to put it in because I didn't figure we would hit anything. Okay, Mark Barbeau, Robert Drummond, Rodney Peete. That's Rodney's. I'm going to check that. I don't think it'll be worth a lot, but it might be worth something. Courtney Hall, Neil Anderson, Bo Jackson.
Wow.
That's a $20 plus card. Look at the centering on that. It looks really good. I mean, it looks really good. Oh, I cannot believe that. It makes me want to buy a box of cellos on eBay and open them all. Mike, don't know. Keith Taylor, don't know. Some cowboy. Reggie White, that's at least, I mean, that's a great card raw. I'm going to check that out, see what Reggie's worth.
That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Checklists are always good to sell raw. Seth Joyner, Mike Pryor, Mike somebody, Anthony Toney, Eugene Lockhart, Perry Kemp, Pat Beach, Jeff, Dan Hamilton. That's Thurman Thomas. I have to check that out. 1,000-yard club. That's probably a good card to sell raw if nothing else. It looks good. Gary Zimmerman, Mark Collins, Wyan Henderson, Tim Spencer, Joey Browner, Ken O'Brien, the quarterback at the time for the Jets. I'm going to check that out just as a possible raw, card to sell raw. Chris Spellman, Herman, Freddie Joe, Nunn, Darryl Green, Ron Stark. If I missed anybody, guys, in here that I need to take a second look at, let me know in the comments.
I cannot believe from this one pack, we pulled the second card, Troy Aikman, the card from this pack, Reggie White, and Bo Jackson. We'll stop now. I'll do a little bit more research, and I'll be back with you to end this video.
Okay, guys, we've done our research. We just want to do a review. The bottom line is we could have sold this pack on eBay. The current price was about $3.50 when we looked. We decided to open it. And as we've gone through the review and we looked at everything, there's the 3 cards we're going with. There's 3 that we're sending for grading. The rest, the checklist is currently listed on our CMG Sports Card Investments eBay site. I think the last one sold for $1.40 or something. So whatever the last one sold for, the other 3 cards either going to go in a quarter box. Well, I think they're all going in the quarter box for shows. They didn't have the value we had hoped. So let's look at the cards. And when I did my initial research real quick, I made the mistake that I warn you guys about all the time when looking at pricing on eBay. And we've talked about this many times in the training we did on breaking down an 87 Fleer set. Always look for the words Tiffany, because Tiffany cards have a gloss to them and they're worth more. I didn't pay any attention. Again, I'm not real familiar with 1990 Topps football. I didn't realize that they even had Tiffany's in 90 Topps football. Like they do with many of the baseball. They have the Fleer glossies, and then they have the Tiffany's. There's about a 5-year period of time where Topps produced Tiffany sets, which were the glossy sets. So let's go through this real quick. Again, initially when I was looking at Bo Jackson, I'm thinking, my gosh, $51, $70, but I missed Tiffany. Again, I missed what I warned you guys about. So when we did further research, we realized that this card, the last sale that we could find, was for $26.99. Okay, that's if it came back at 10. Or no, that was a 9. We believe this is a 9. Our card that we have, Dawn and I both looked at it, we would both give it a 9. But still, by the time you send it in, you pay $20 for grading, and then you pay eBay fees when you sell it. $6.99 is not something we're really happy with. So what we will do is we will send it to an alternative grader once we can find a $6 per card grade or $7 per card grade. And that difference, if we have it graded for $6 instead of $20, that $14 can be a significant difference in our profit. For those of you that may be watching this that haven't gone through that training yet or heard the term alternative grading, we do have a video on our YouTube site here called Alternative Grading of Sports Card Flippers Gold Mine, and it gets into this in more detail. We also have a couple articles over on our website at cmgsportscardinvestments.com just about this concept. So Bo's going to go to alternative grading, and we'll give you even more detail here in a second. The Reggie White card, we were running into the same situation. We really couldn't find any PSA 9 that we believe that this is a 9 that had sold. We saw someone was asking $36 for this particular card. So just to be safe and on the safe side, we're going to do the same thing with this card. We're going to send it to our alternative grader, and we'll get it graded for a nominal fee, $6. Lastly, the Troy Aikman. This is actually his second-year card. Yes, it says something. One of the cards says something about rookie on the card, outstanding rookie or something. But this is his second-year card. And again, I was looking initially at the Topps Tiffany, which is $449, which is just crazy. Again, not real familiar with football. but the Topps Tiffany was what I was initially looking at, but still very happy. I mean, and I was looking at this one. This is the actual card here, and it says Topps Super Rookie. And again, this is his second year card. This is the one that comes in the 90 Topps football set, in the cellos, in the wax, in the sets themselves. And the recent price on that sale price here just a couple of weeks ago was almost $70, $69.99, which I'm very happy with. We both looked at this card upside down, backwards, turned it over, put a grading centering tool on it, and we believe that ours will come back a 10. So we're excited about that. Now, I haven't done the research yet to see what this disclaimer error is and if it's on our particular card, but we will do that after we get it back from the grader, from PSA. And who knows, we might have a real grand slam here, but time will tell. I haven't done the research yet, just too many other projects going on. But, we're happy with the $70. So bottom line here's the bottom line as we see it at the moment. Everything, of course, is subject to change at some level, but we're going to send this to an alternative grader, and then we hope to sell it for $20. We hope this car will come back the Reggie White will come back a 9. We believe it'll be an 8 or a 9, but by sending it to an alternative grader, we basically remove all risk. We can get that card graded for $6 when we grade in bulk, and that will give us a $14 profit on that card if we sell it for $20. With the Bo Jackson, we're going to do the same thing. We'll send it to an alternative grader. Bo's very popular really around the country, but especially in this part of the world. We're close to Auburn, where he went to college, not too far, a couple hours. So $26.99 is what the last PSA 9 sold for. We believe this will come back a 9, even though our alternative grader is, in our opinion, tougher than PSA. But we feel very confident we can sell this card for $25, which would give us a $19 profit. And then the Troy Aikman second year card we will send to PSA. We are fairly confident it will come back at 10 after putting the centering tool on it and really looking at it very closely. So we sell that card, say, for $69. That will give us a $49 profit there. So when it's all said and done, we're looking at $69, about $82 profit, or $82 totally collected. So the bottom line, if it was half of that, if it was 41, I think it's going to be 82. But if it's 41, which it won't be 41, but our choice was sell the pack on eBay, which the pack was free. It was thrown in to a lot, a $300 lot that we bought, that we found on Craigslist, and we made that buying decision based upon the cards that we saw. Didn't even recognize or didn't even see this 90 Topps football cello in the box that we bought. We're going to do 4 or 5 times our money on the box that we bought through Craigslist. This was a bonus. I pulled it out. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then yesterday I decided, well, I'm just going to open this up. I looked, I could sell the cello for $3.50, or I could take a chance, open it. Very glad we did. We hit the best card in this set. This 90 Topps set, the Troy Aikman, is probably the best card that we could have hit. We hit it. It's in great condition. We believe it's going to get a 10. So when it's all said and done, we'll make about $82 or so, $80 plus on this particular experiment. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, if you got some value from it, we hope you'll like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then go check us out over at cmgsportscardinvestments.com, because this is the type of thing that we try to share with our beta members in our CMG Sports Card Investments course that we're putting together. In my opinion, people talk about they lost money on sports cards. If they lost money on sports cards, they were gambling. They were gambling. They started out gambling. And what we try to do is give people different systems, different ways you can make, where you can take $100 or $500 or $5,000. What do you have to work with? Take that money and guarantee profitability until you can build up a nest egg. Guarantee profitability. And there's ways in sports cards, if you're strategic, you can guarantee profitability. So let's say I take $500 and in 90 days I've followed the steps to guarantee profitability and I've got $1,500. Now, if I want to speculate on rookie cards or Ellie De La Cruz or some of these, if I want to speculate, gamble, then I'm using the house's money. I'm not taking money. I'm not using my grocery money. I'm using the house money. I'm using money that I've already made, because when I started in sports cards, I only put systems and plays in place that would guarantee profitability. Is what I've just shown you, will that guarantee profitability? No. We could have, that pack could have been a total bust. But there are small box sets you can buy, and there's other sets that you can buy and break down, and that will guarantee you profitability. How much is a question mark. Will you lose? I've never lost breaking down sets as we teach it. I've never lost. But again, we use techniques like alternative graders and things that you really don't hear a lot of people talk about. So anyway, if this has helped you, we hope you'll check out our website at cmgsportscardinvestments.com and subscribe to our channel. The next video will be coming real soon. Y'all have a great one. Talk to you then.